So, hi everybody, this is Sharifa. It's been a while since I posted a car chat, and to be honest with you, I haven't posted the other ones on my channel. But I want to introduce you to my new channel, which is Democracy in Black, and talk about political topics that affects everyday people um, globally, not just the United States. However, today I come to you because I've been listening to a lot of conversations about the Democrats, the Democrat suggesting that they conduct a shadow government. And if you want to know more about shadow governments, this is it's a process where the the group that's not in power, which in the United States right now it is the Democrats. The Republicans are in power. So the shadow government for Democrats, it would allow them to get their agenda across, to basically um, cross-examine all the policies that the Republicans have passed or the ones that they're trying to pass, and basically everything that's going on in a political environment because of the Republican agenda. Um, so this is something that has been floating around for a while. So I've been hearing about this since um, Trump took office, but it was also a suggestion during the when Trump was in office the first time that the Democrats they should form a shadow government. And so here's the thing, because although we can agree with a lot of the Democratic policies, and we know that for the most part, majority of them, because I can't say all of them, are fighting for the well-being of everyday people. Um, we should not wait for them to conduct a shadow government. So I want to see how this message will catch. I'm going to leave a hashtag, shadow government, and hashtag progressive, and see how many people would also use this hashtag. If you want to say hashtag shadow government for Democrats, or hashtag shadow government for change, I think I'm going to do it hashtag shadow government for change, because the Democrats, they're not really putting on a really they're not putting on a they don't have a platform, um, and don't get me wrong, it's not all of them, but they're not as aggressive as they can be with everything that's going on. um, and so yeah, I think we the people should kick that off ourselves. So do me a favor, if you see this video if you see this video just put hashtag we the people, hashtag shadow government for change, and hashtag um, progressive. Hashtag be progressive. So I'm trying to pay attention to the traffic while I'm doing this. So yeah, I just thought I would drop by and give you all those little nuggets, and leave something in the comments, if you change, if you agree, or if there's something else that we need to add on to this. But it's just time for us to get back to the business of democracy. So until next time, I will see you later, gang. Bye bye. All right, so I'm going to turn this down. um, so I'm back from my previous video, and I was basically talking about how we should hashtag shadow government, but more on that. I'm currently writing about different topics that I want to explore. One is um, about the Republicans. I'm not going to give you guys the titles, but everything that's going on in this government, I'm just going to go ahead and put it in poetry form because I think it would resonate better instead of like long articles. And yeah, I just think that'd be interesting. So hopefully you stay tuned for that. But got a lot of interesting topics that I'm going to cover today. I just want to remind you guys that it is Mental Health May at the time I'm recording this. And so I will be recording my last video. I think I done two. I need to redo that one. But so I'm going to redo one. So I think I got one video up for this month. So I have two more that I need to record for before the 31st. So at the time I'm recording this, it is the 30th. My plan is to record it either today or tomorrow or both tomorrow. So hopefully I get to that today to give you your mental health recommendations. But the reason why I came back for a second half of this video was to talk about the books that I have collected. Now, if you see my previous video, you know that I had went on a sabbatical for the month of April to kind of like give myself a break and you know, cultivating my home library. I'm always looking for titles that I've had in the past, and I either lend them out or they were kind of lost and destroyed because I've moved several times since then. So those books, and then newer books that I just want to have on my shelf long term or impermanently. So this is one. I know my Cage Bird Sings, Maya Angelou. I had this one in a hardcover edition, and I let my sister borrow it. Need to say, if she sees this video, she know who I'm talking about. I never got it back from her. And so I'm actually just buying another one. So we have that right there. And this is one of her earlier paperback editions. Interesting. The next one I got is a memoir from a Nigerian author. And I do have a space in my reading journal where I want to start reading more African authors, not African American authors, but African um, authors. They can be Nigerian American or whatever. But this one right here, her name is Nadia Awusu, and is the book is called Aftershocks, and it explores the legacy of colonialism. So this should be interesting. I got this one also. I got these books from the Goodwill. So this is another one right here. While I'm waiting for my son, two more. This book right here, I've actually read it before. I had the library copy, and of course I had to return it. But I've been looking to get my own, and so when I went into the Goodwill, I found this one for $2. Goodwill, you can always find a good book if you're looking for, if you're going to take the time out for it. It's called The China Study, and it basically a comprehensive guide to nutrition. But this one right here is a bestseller. I've heard about this book years and years ago, and then finally when I had the opportunity, I got the book from the library. I read it, returned it, and then I got it on, I think, audiobook, and then I started listening to it. But now I have my own copy. The China Study startling implications for diet, weight loss, and long-term health. And it talks a little bit more about this, like the diet for America. I like because it has a blurb right here from Dean Ornish, and I love Dean Ornish books. He talks a lot about health, and so mostly cardiac health. The China Study right here. I'll show you that one. And last but not least, unexpected. One of my favorite authors. One of my favorite authors came out with a book this month. It's actually two books I firmly wanted to invest in this month. One of them is Malcolm X Lives. This is for a younger reader, but so my plan is to get this for the young people in my family. Um, also, this is a book that I also wanted for my own personal library. So, Ibram X. Kendi, the official biography of Malcolm X for young readers. Um, love this picture. It says Malcolm X Lives. Now, I ended up getting this one. I was looking for another book, and I'm not going to tell you the book that I was looking for because they had the book, but I decided not to get it, and I'm going to buy it from another store. But I went ahead and got this one because it was a signed autograph copy from the author. So Malcolm Lives. Beautiful, beautiful. This actually just came out right before his birthday, Malcolm X's birthday, which was May 19th. I think in one of my videos I said April 19th, but it was May 19th. Um, and so yeah, so this should be interesting. Let me find his signature. Ibram X Kendi, signed autograph copy. I was actually buying myself time, but I always have like a list of books that I anticipate on getting at any point of time. I always have like my three types or three subjects of the books that I'm looking for. And I kind of keep that in the back of my mind when I feel like I may run across a book that I want to get. So, yeah, that was my quick drop in. I may drop in some more later on this particular blog and share with you guys, or video. I don't know what's going to be yet. We'll see. Um, and let you guys see what else I'm chatting about on my car chat. So I'll talk to you again soon. And more than likely, these books right here, I'll probably do a video on my hauls, my quarter two hauls. So stay tuned for that. I may give you a little bit more about the books, but basically the same thing, the title, the author, and a little blurb about it. So until then, I'll talk to you later, fam.